Today we're going to talk about churches. And I want to know, your own opinion, your honest opinion. Should churches, other churches, help out one another, even if they're not a part of one, even if they have different religious beliefs? For example, should a Jewish church help out a Catholic church, or a Catholic church help out a Protestant? You get the point. I mean, that's a good question. And I don't think too many people look at it that way. Because I think that if you're a church, shouldn't you help out not only individuals, but help out other churches? Right? I just think that that's something that I don't believe that too many people talk about. Because think about it. If you're a church, right, you might have your different beliefs within the church, different religious, things that's happening within your church, right? But in general, most churches, they believe in God. They might see Jesus differently. Some think he's a prophet. Some think he's a savior, right? But at the end of the day, shouldn't you still have the basic foundation of helping someone out, even if they have different beliefs? I mean, in today's world, it seems as if we separated by everything, literally everything. We separated by color, we separated by religion, we separated by church, we separated by your kid taller than my kid, we separated by language, we separated by your nose longer than my nose, your skin color is different than my skin color, your nails, your hair. I mean, we are really separate. Think about this. We are separated by just about everything. Everything. Think about it. There is nothing I believe that we're not separated by. You could live in one state, I could live in another state, we're separated by that. You could live across the street, I live next door to you, we're separated by that. We're separated by boroughs, we're separated by city, state. I mean, oh my gosh, we're separated by so many things. I say that to say, even if your church and your two are separated by religion, shouldn't they still help one another out? Have you ever thought about that? Have any church really thought about that? But I can give you a quick answer to that. Most churches would say no. Let's just be honest. And I'm going to give an example. I'm going to show you a video in a second of a church that's located in New York City, Harlem. And right now they're in over $3 million in debt. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, they spent it, they must pay for it. And listen, at the end of the day, I understand that perspective. But I believe that, personally, I believe that I would probably give the church money. Here's what I'm going to say. I wouldn't just give them $3 million and cover their debt. I wouldn't do that. First I would do would be to give them some type of financial advisor. They will look over all their financial records. They will make suggestions so they can make some changes. Because, it's like, okay, I'm going to just give you, if I just gave you the money, what would you do with that money? Spend it, waste it, and you might come up with the same problem again, right? I mean, I don't have that type of money, but that would be my perspective. Then after they get a financial advisor to review all the financial records, then I would issue the money as well as pay for the lawyers. I mean, you can be smart about it, right? I'm not just saying, well, one church should just give the next church money. I'm saying that maybe they could go help them out, find out what's going on financially, and then maybe give them the money to make them whole, right? Because, I mean, just think about it. Most churches do not make a lot of money. I know a lot of people got this misconception, oh, these churches are rich, all these pastors. It's like some of these pastors make it, I mean, like, for example, that church that got robbed not too long ago, people ran in there, with shots and guns and all that and stole like $1 million from the guy, right? I mean, like, what minister should be walking around with $1 million worth of clothes and jewelry and bag? That's kind of crazy, right? But nevertheless, they caught at least a couple of them, right? But the point is, most churches outside of these mega churches and people like that, they don't make a lot of money. But I get it that it's these visuals, it's these news reports that make it seem like every church is like that. But that's just not true. It's just not true. Some churches only survive on donations. Really. Some churches do not have the financial money or financial ability to make their church whole. They just don't have it. I mean, think about it. Yes, churches are tax-free, property tax-free, but they still gotta pay electric, gas, water. They still gotta pay utility bills. The minister, they still gotta eat, right? Or a ceiling breaks, they gotta get it fixed. Water coming down, they gotta get it fixed. You know how it is. Most of you have houses out there or apartments. You know how it is to maintain the place in which you live in. But think about it. Not all ministers have book deals, right? So they get into these financial problems. But what happens though is that there's no one there to help them. But if you're another church, if you're a Jewish church, if you're a Catholic church, would it be the right thing to do to go and help out another church? Would it be the right thing to do? Regardless of what their religion is or what they're pushing. For example, like I said, I'm going to show you a video in a second. This particular church I'm going to show you, they are adamantly against gays and lesbians, and they put it out there. They got the sign up. They let you know they are totally against that. Now, to be fair about it, the Bible is against it as well, right? Let's not pretend like that doesn't happen. Yes, the Bible literally says in the Old Testament, it talks about against gays, lesbians, stuff like that. But it also against fornication, lies, stealing. It's against stealing things as well. But we can't say, well, they so adamantly against gays and lesbians that, oh man, I'm not helping them out. Well, that's in the Bible, so why wouldn't you still help them out? That should be besides the point. So I just want to know, should other churches help one another out? Would it still be the right thing to do, regardless of what their belief system is, regardless of what they emphasize the most from the Bible? Because I believe that right now we are so separated. We are separated, like I said, by just about everything. Color, religion, who lives here, who lives there, what state, what country, the guy can live across the street and he lives across the street. My side of the block is better than his side of the block. I get more sun than he gets sun. Yeah, oh no. Well, no. He's 6 foot. He's 5'9". I like the 6 foot. She's light skinned. He dark skinned. She got long hair. She got short. We are so much separated by so many things. So this is why I asked the question: does it really matter if you're a church that's totally not affiliated at all with the next one, but you know that they have financial difficulties, you know that they have a struggle right now, but yet they have these great programs to help out kids and children, and they go out and help out senior citizens. They go into hospitals. They trying to cheer them up. Think about all the victims of cancer. How many people are in that situation where they need someone to give them the support? What about the elderly? There are churches that go out to homes and they knock on the doors and they ask the elderly, do you need some help? Can I go get your groceries for you? What about them? Some churches do blood drive. What about them? My point is that they might not have the financial capabilities, but they got the Spirit of God within them to do the right thing. Should you, even if you're not associated with that church, should other churches still come together and help out? Should they? That's the question I have. This is Four Faces, and you know what? We'll talk.
My name is James David Manning. I am the pastor of the Bethelite Community Baptist Church in Harlem, New York City. Also, the Outlaw World Missionary Church, also in Harlem, New York City. We've come here tonight to explain to you about the grievous, blood-sucking foreclosure of our church in Harlem by the Mellon Bank. Now, the reason why we're here tonight in front of Smith and Walensky is because Warren Buffett is a largest depositor in the Mellon Bank. He has $95 billion deposited in the Mellon Bank. And the Mellon Bank has foreclosed our church for $3.1 million. Our church in Harlem that has been serving Harlem for 62 years. A church that has a kindergarten through high school, educating children, a children's breakfast program that feeds children in Harlem every morning, a homeless shelter. That's what our church does, has been serving the community. Now, why are we here at Smith and Walensky? Why? Well, because Warren Buffett, who is the great depositor or the largest depositor in the Mellon Bank, this is his favorite watering hole. Now, I suppose that some of you have not had a great day today. Understand the market fell nearly 500 points today. So you might not be having a great day. Well, we have been having a bad 3 years since this foreclosure procedure has happened.